Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Skyrim mods showcase. We are back yet again where I show more new and amazing mods worth trying out. I definitely missed a few, so I'll be including them in this episode. If you're interested in more Skyrim content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Being a mage in Skyrim is somewhat easy to master. You basically level up the school of magic you wish to master and simply get spell tombs and learn the spell with a single click of a button. But what if I told you we can make spell learning more interesting? Books of Power Immersive Spell Learning is a mod that recently caught my attention. The mod is a complete overhaul on how the spell learning system works. As you cast spells during the early levels, you will awkwardly cast spells while looking at the tomb as you try to replicate what is written on it. But if you get better at casting the spell, you'll finally master how to cast the spell without the need of using the book. During the early stages, spells you try deal 0 damage. I mean, as a mage who's just learning how to use the spell, it would make sense that the output of the spells you cast deals nothing. The only way you can improve a spell is to practice it, and as the spell levels up, damage increase and magical cost decreases. Only then, when you finally master the spell, you'll no longer need a spell tomb. I personally find this system making a lot more sense than instantly mastering spells just by reading them. Just like anything else, practice and experience makes you more skilled. And while we're at it, we have a mod that I completely missed a few months back. Elemental Mastery Magic adds 4 new high-tier destruction spells for both you and the NPCs you might encounter. If you've been in the modding scene for a while now, you already know that this mod will be just as epic as the other mods by the same author. We have Diamond Splash, which erupts ice pillars from the ground, dealing massive damage to both the health and stamina. Plus, depending on how many pillars hit the target, damage can stack up. Casting Flare Storm sends in a torrent of flame that pursues targets and deals 120 damage per second. Supercharged Sprites creates 3 shock sprites that fires ultra-fast lightning lasers, each dealing massive damage to both the health and magicka. And lastly, Chaos Furnace, which casts a zone of volatile elements dealing 120 damage from all 4 major vanilla magic elements. Overall, as expected, Kitty Tails mods are always something worth looking forward to. Both the VFX and SFX are just top tier in my opinion. You know, whenever we return from a dungeon exploration, we tend to have a ton of things that we want to sell. However, it's always annoying when we are fully encumbered. And just like real life, it's annoying to bring bulky wallets around. Thanks to our sponsor for today's video, Extra got you covered with their lightweight wallets. Lucky for us, they even managed to send me 3 of their main products for review. Just a quick disclaimer, the person in the video isn't me. I had to ask help from my girlfriend, so big shout out to her. We have the Parliament wallet, which offers that nice premium leather design. It can hold up to 12 cards and is a safe place to hold your cash. It also features a quick card access, which I personally find handy, and the best part is that the wallet itself blocks RFID to prevent wireless theft. It's lightweight, plus it has that nice slim design. You can even add their finder card so you can always locate where you left your wallet and all the other features it has available. If you don't like the leather design, the Extra card holder might suit you better with its space-grade aluminum material. It can also hold up to 12 cards and bills, plus all the handy features such as the wallet blocking RFID and a spot to add a wallet tracker. So if all that interests you, and if you want to help me buy dinner for my girlfriend, be sure to use my link down in the description and buy for someone or for yourself a brand new wallet. Big thanks to Extra for sponsoring this video. Moving on, we have Complex Parallax 2 for Northern Roads and Dirt 02. From the name itself, this mod replaces the Dirt 02, or if you're using Northern Roads, this mod will replace it with a unique design. The mod comes with Complex Parallax support, and the mod author has available patches to ensure maximum compatibility. Skyking, Whiterun, and Farmhouse well. This mod is another worth sharing today. The mod basically replaces all farmhouse wells and the well found in Whiterun with new mesh and a more unique design. I personally like the small attention to detail like the ivies and clutter around the well. It's also worth noting that any mod added Farmhouse well will automatically use this model instead. Next up, we have a mod that I've been eagerly waiting for, HDT-SMP Vanilla Armors. This mod breathes new life into Skyrim's vanilla armors by adding realistic cloth physics to most of them. Now, as you traverse the rugged landscapes of Skyrim, your character's armor will flow and react naturally with every movement. Whether you're in the heat of combat or simply strolling through a bustling town, no longer you'll see stiff and lifeless armor. With that said, it's worth noting that physics-based mods like this can be demanding on your system, especially if you pair it with other graphic-intensive mods, hair physics, or similar enhancements. So best to just try it out first and then decide whether you want to have it or not. Another fantastic addition to your mod list is first-person Stagger animation Remade. This mod is a game changer for quality of life, especially when dealing with stagger mechanics. In vanilla Skyrim, the recovery animation after being staggered feels painfully slow. This mod speeds up the process, making combat feel more fluid and responsive. Personally, I find this tweak to be a massive improvement over the ones seen in vanilla Skyrim. If immersion is your goal, animated interaction SKSE is a must-have. This brand new mod introduces third-person animated interactions that makes every action feel more lifelike. For instance, when looting enemy bodies, your character will now perform context-sensitive animations. Opening and closing doors, or even picking up items from different heights will trigger dynamic animations. What's even cooler is that the items you pick up are rendered directly into your hand during the animation, so you'll see the exact item being taken. The mod also offers a ton of customizability, giving you control over how these interactions play out. A quick note, if you're using JSerpa's immersive interactions, you'll need to disable certain features in the mod's MCM menu to avoid conflicts. Additionally, if you want these animations to work in first person, you'll need a mod called Improved Camera, and then enable the forced third-person setting. Overall, this is an essential mod for anyone looking to enhance their third-person and first-person immersion. Next, let's talk about No Loot When Armed, a mod that addresses one of my biggest pet peeves. Ever been in the middle of a heated battle only to accidentally loot a corpse or container just because you clicked too fast? Or if you're using quick loot, had the UI pop out at the worst possible moment? This mod solves that issue by preventing you from activating lootable objects while your weapon, spell, or staff is drawn. Once you sheath your weapon, looting becomes available again. It's a small but impactful quality of life improvement that keeps the flow of combat intact. Now let's dive into some location overhauls. First up, we have JK's Raven Rock, a stunning mod that completely revamps the town of Raven Rock. The mod adds fortified walls, making the town feel more secure and immersive, along with a plethora of new clutter scattered throughout. Walking through the streets feel more vibrant and polished, and even the temple gets a beautiful exterior makeover. If you've been a fan of JK's mods, this will definitely not disappoint. Another location overall worth mentioning is Hag Occult Witchmist Grove. This mod transforms Witchmist Grove into a hauntingly atmospheric location that better aligns with its lore. With custom assets and a complete reimagining of the exterior, the area now feels like a proper eerie ruin, perfectly suited for the Hagravens that inhabits the location. It's a fantastic example of how a mod can elevate a vanilla location into something truly special. Next up, we have something I'm sure many of you have been eagerly waiting for, ENB Frame Generation. Thanks to the incredible work of Doodlem, Frame Generation is now compatible with ENB. For those unfamiliar with Frame Generation is basically a cutting-edge technique that uses AI to significantly boost FPS. And now, with this mod installed, ENB users can finally take advantage of this game-changing feature, plus for free. As you can see in the comparison, installing this mod effectively doubles your FPS compared to vanilla Skyrim. Personally, I consider this as one of the most groundbreaking mods the community has ever seen. It opens up a world of possibilities, making even the most demanding mod lists playable on lower-end systems, as long as you have a GPU that supports DirectX 12. One thing to note is that the mod's frame generation currently is only limited to a monitor with a refresh rate of 120Hz. Overall, this mod is an absolute game changer, and the best part, it's completely free. If you have a compatible GPU, this is a must-have addition to your mod list. Lastly, we have Destructible Skyrim Containers, a mod that adds a layer of realism to your gameplay. As the name suggests, this mod allows you to destroy containers you come across, sending loot spilling out as the container breaks into pieces. The mod includes a setting menu where you can tweak its features, such as enabling or disabling bounties for destroying containers in owned properties, or choosing whether loot spills out individually or is contained in a drop satchel. While I do love the concept, I do agree with a comment I saw suggesting that the mod could introduce a system where breaking containers result in losing some of the loot depending on the lock level. This would honestly add a strategic layer, forcing players to decide whether to risk breaking the container or take the time to lockpick it. It's a small tweak that could make the mod even more engaging. And that's about it. I do hope you found something here to enhance your Skyrim experience. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more modding content. A huge shout out to all the channel members and patron supporters. Your support means the world and it helps keep the channel going. As always, take care and happy modding.